Hi stars, it's Miss Merrill here. Today I'm going to take you on a virtual field trip to Chapman's Gem and Mineral Shop and Museum. It's located about 4 miles south of Fortuna, and they have all kinds of really interesting rocks and minerals and gems to explore, and I thought it would be a fun trip for us to take. Come on, let's go. Upon arriving to Chapman's, you'll see the rock yard outside. This is rough rock that people buy for different purposes, from landscaping to jewelry making, or just because they like it. There are different types of rocks in the yard. Rose quartz, amazonite, petrified wood, and aventurine are just a few examples. Once you go inside, you'll turn to the left and see the entrance to the museum. The amethyst geodes from Brazil are the first stones to catch your eye. Next, you'll see the bronze statue of Buzz Chapman. Buzz, along with his wife Charlotte, were the original owners of the shop and museum. They opened the shop and museum at this location in the early 1960s. As the years went on, they expanded and opened this wing of the museum in the mid-80s. Their daughter Sharon and her husband Lyle Brown purchased the shop and museum in early 2000s. During the last couple of decades, they have added considerably to the museum. As we continue on our tour, you'll notice the door to the vault. The vault contains many precious gems and minerals, like sapphires, rubies, carvings, and gold. It is currently undergoing renovations and will be open soon. Next to the vault is a map of California, with some of the rocks and minerals you can find in various locations. As you continue, you'll see this chrysanthemum stone from China. Petrified wood was a favorite of the Chapmans and is on display throughout the museum. Buzz was a stonemason by trade and cut and polished many of the spheres as well as other stones on display in the museum. On one of their grand adventures to China, Buzz and Charlotte purchased a replica of a terracotta warrior. Buzz loved collecting rocks as a young boy. He made his first trade in 1937. He traded 100 pounds of beach agate for one Brazilian agate. You can see that Brazilian agate here. The Chapmans and Browns have traveled all over the world collecting rocks. As you wander the aisles in the museum, you will find lots of stones from various places in the world. Rocks sometimes look like other things. Take a look at this rock food display. What kinds of food do you see? Fossils are the remains or traces of plants and animals that lived long ago. There are fossilized dinosaur bones, fossilized fish, and ammonites are a type of sea snail that lived long ago. This thigh bone from a brachiosaur was discovered in Utah. As you make your way back to the front of the museum, you will see a sign that reads Fluorescent Display. Go through the curtains and you will see rows of rocks behind a glass window. Just flip the light switch and the rocks appear to glow in the dark, but they are actually fluorescing under shortwave ultraviolet light. If you venture out into the shop, you might notice an opening in the wall, blocked by a piece of wood. Behind this wood is the beginnings of 2 new wings of the museum. When these wings are open, you will be amazed at the treasures inside. Thank you for joining me on this virtual tour of Chapman's Gem and Mineral Shop and Museum.